Hello and welcome back to the Press Start podcast. I am Reefly, and I think we're like the 4th or 5th episode since I restarted it. So it's actually continuing on like the last 2 times I rebooted it, but yeah, it's good. Today is the 16th of July, 2015, and yeah, so this week I'll be covering July 9th through the 16th news. And a good amount happened actually this week. Some big news and sad news. Yeah, so it was a more eventful week than previous weeks. Still not a whole bunch of news, but I managed to stretch it out last week, which I had like barely any news. So yeah. So second segment, I don't really have any special topic I could think of at the moment. So I'm just gonna be talking about what I'm playing at the moment, and that should be the podcast, or that should be this episode. But anyways, let's get to the news. I should have like a little like the news like sound effect, but I don't, because I can't do that. I'm not skilled enough to do that. So again, we'll start with some Batman Arkham Knight news. I might have covered this already, but I just want to retouch on it, since the never-ending story of the PC version of Batman Arkham Knight. Says I swear this has been in my weekly like news discussion for like the last 4 weeks or whatever, so maybe eventually it will disappear. But it just basically Rocksteady revealed that the PC version won't be back until the fall, and some reports are saying September, so you won't be getting that game for basically the rest of the summer. If you're a PC person, it's just like I've said this before, it's just really sad that such a great game a lot of PC players can't play, and hopefully they figure things out. So yeah, I just want to touch on that, since I don't really actually have too much news this week. I'm not going to go into like smaller news like previous weeks, but anyways, I'll probably save it for last. Yeah. So next up, Disney D23 Expo, which I've never heard of before, is going to feature new information on Kingdom Hearts 3. So this D23 Expo supposedly is going to have a whole bunch of news on Star Wars and Marvel stuff also. And I think, I don't know if it's the right story for that, but I remember reading that we're going to reveal some new Star Wars like information, and I think it has something to do with a game, which could be Visceral's Star Wars game, which I would love to see some of that, because that game I'm very excited for, even though I know nothing about it. I'd love to just hear something about it. But yeah, so they will be showing off Kingdom Hearts 3 information there, maybe some stuff about levels in the game, maybe a Star Wars or Marvel crossover level, which would be very interesting, and maybe some more gameplay. I don't know, maybe they might have mentioned that they would show off some gameplay. Otherwise, I'd probably expect maybe a trailer or something, either at this D23 Expo or at the Tokyo Game Show, which I think is when is it? When is this? It's August 14th through the August 16th. I think it's like a week before Gamescom or a week after. It's one of the two. So yeah, we'll see. Kingdom Hearts 3. I mean, that trailer from E3 looked pretty good. I mean, the game looks good. I'm trying to. I should probably go back and start playing Kingdom Hearts 1 since I did start playing it for the first time in like January, and I haven't gone back to it since. But maybe I should kind of give it another try. So after that, we got another kind of like always ongoing story, just like Batman, and it's the basically Kojima versus Namco Bandai or whatever, or not wrong publisher or developer, Konami. Kojima versus Konami. They removed kind of Kojima Productions and Kojima's name from the box art of the Phantom Pain. And there's also the news of the week where, like, basically the voice actor for the Japanese version of Snake said that Kojima Productions basically is done with, disbanded. So yeah, it's just kind of showing this like weird tension between Kojima and Konami, and this fallout where like it is people are not. I mean, like, or something happened that's pretty big to have it kind of develop the way it is. And every other Metal Gear game has Kojima's name on it, but this game is, or at least Konami's trying to reduce it as much as possible. So I don't think that's really a classy move, but I mean we don't know what happened behind the scenes, so I guess we'll have to see. But yeah, that game comes out September 1st, month and a half away. I am about like 80% sure I'm gonna get it, cause I enjoyed the gameplay of Ground Zeroes, and really it's the first big game of the fall. So yeah, I mean I think it's a few days before I go back to school, so I'll try to just dig into it for those few days. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Alright, so some more kind of depressing news, at least for the developer. Jaeger, who was developing Dead Island 2 for Deep Silver, is no longer developing Dead Island 2. Yes, let's see if we have a comment I should probably read off. Actually, I didn't even read the story. I should probably read it. I don't think they don't mention who's taken over, but Jaeger, they are the developers of Spec Ops: The Line, which was a pretty good game. And Dead Island 2, I mean, nobody's really heard from it in like a year, so I guess it's something's not going well with the development of that game. It had like that really cool E3 trailer a few years ago that a lot of people liked. Yeah. Here's Jaeger's response to the Deep Silver's announcement that they've been dropped. Our Jaeger team is fully committed to the development of AAA quality titles, writes Timo Uman, CEO of Jaeger Group. We are close with international publishers and partners, and have at the same time always remain an independent development studio. Our team is made of the best creative minds and tech specialists who all share a common identity. Team worked with enthusiasm to take Dead Island 2 to a new level of quality. However, Jaeger and Deep Silver's respective visions of the project fell out of alignment, which led to a decision that has been made. We'll focus our current efforts on Dreadnought together with 6 Foot in our publisher Gray Box as well as on new projects. I'm guessing that's for other games we're developing. So yeah, I mean, that game seems like it's probably pretty far into development, so somebody's gonna have to take it over. Or we're gonna have to cancel it and lose quite a bit of money, but that kind of sucks. I mean, I wasn't too excited for this game, either way. I mean, I guess I didn't really see much gameplay from it, but I mean, we got Dying Light, which I think most people consider that like a spiritual successor to Dead Island. But I'm sure we'll probably still give this game, but who knows how long from now. Since basically you need to find a new team to develop it, which that's going to take some time. So yeah, so Dead Island 2 might not happen, and it's probably way down the road from coming out, but yeah. So second to last thing I have here, and this is something that just kind of happened, and I haven't been able to read it, but the June 2015 MPD results report, whatever it is, were just announced, and PS4 was the top-selling console of the month, which not really surprising since they were basically like the ones kind of marketing Arkham Knight, which I'm sure was the #1 game of the month. So people probably tended to kind of favor getting the PS4 version of the game, and the PS4 is a PS4, so no surprise. Sales were all good for everybody besides Wii U. No, I'm just kidding. I made it up. Seeing that the Xbox One sales are up 51% from last June. That's really good. Wow, 51%. It's not like the Xbox One was bad back then, was it? I don't know. It doesn't say how much the PS4 grew. I guess it probably wasn't that much. I mean, but anyways, the top 10 games for the month for obviously Batman Arkham Knight #1. No surprise there. #2 was the Elder Scrolls Online, the console version, and I guess it also re-released on PC. That's kind of surprising, but I mean, Elder Scrolls has a pretty big name to it, so I don't know. I mean, I didn't pick it up, but I can see how it sold pretty well. And #3 was Lego Jurassic World. Not really surprised since that the movie came out basically at the same time. #4 is The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt. No surprise there. That game's fantastic. 5 was Splatoon. I'm actually surprised that it was that high up. But Splatoon is a... No, did Splatoon release in June, or was it in May? I think it was in May, but I think it was really late in May. So actually, that might make sense. So 6 Minecraft. That's always in the top 10, I swear. 7 GTA 5, 8 Mortal Kombat X. I'm kind of surprised that's still in the top 10. Yeah. 9 NBA 2K15. That's usually always in the top 10, and Call of Duty is always in the top 10 also. So Advanced Warfare was number 10. No surprise. The Arkham Knight was bundled with PS4s, and that wasn't included in the sales or whatever. But it still led all games. I'm sure it would have been way number one if it wasn't bundled, but it's just slightly, it's ahead. It's a great game, so no surprise. So yeah, that was June MPD reports. Things are good. It was a good month. I mean, unlike last year, I don't think there was a big June game. This year we had one of the biggest games of the year coming out in June, so sales were pretty good. So lastly, this happened, I think, last Friday. Or actually, I think it was Sunday. Yeah, it was Saturday night or Sunday night. Where Nintendo president Satoru Iwata, I think I just butchered his name. Satoru Iwata passed away at age 55. Yeah, I mean, he's a pretty influential figure in gaming. I mean, I don't really know much about him. I mean, I'm not in the games media or anything like that, or I'm not a developer, so I've never met him or anything like that. But I mean, just seeing the reactions to everybody and their condolences to him, and just seeing what everybody thought of him and his importance is just really cool to see. I mean, he was a big part. He programmed Balloon Fight, which was a pretty big title for NES. He helped work on Earthbound. He helped kind of fix Super Smash Bros. It was either Brawl or Melee. And he did tons of things. I've been reading stories on him and everything like that. He worked on a whole bunch of Kirby games. Like he's a really great programmer. From what I've read, and it's just it's sad to see like one of the kind of these big figures in gaming kind of pass away, and yeah, I mean it sucks. So I mean 55, it's too young for somebody like him. But yeah, I mean, just like a few weeks ago, I just kind of was at work and I was just thinking to myself, like, I was just thinking, like, man, just imagine like the day like somebody like Miyamoto. I can't talk today. I think I just figured out, or actually, I haven't been able to talk this whole show so far. Miyamoto. I can't say his fucking name. What's up, Miyamoto? Okay, there we go. I said it. I don't know why I said motor. I guess I'm thinking of motorcycles or something right now. But when Miyamoto or somebody like that, or Kojima passes away, just imagine like how big of a reaction everybody would have to that, especially like Miyamoto. Like I guess for some people Iwata was like that, and I can understand. He's a huge important figure in gaming, and just in the next probably few decades we're gonna be hearing stuff like this with some of the most important figures in gaming, and it's gonna really suck. I mean, just those people who like kind of helped. Why the hell did I do that? The people who helped kind of make gaming what it is today, kind of disappearing and dying off. And it looks like one of them did this week. So rest in peace, Iwata. I did play some Nintendo games this week just to kind of pay respects. Not, I mean, I don't think I played anything where he like worked on, but he's an important figure, and yeah, rest in peace. You will be missed. And yeah, so that'll wrap up the news segment. So second segment, I'm just basically gonna be talking about what I'm playing right now, and it's a very weird and actually long list of me not being able to really get into any game at the moment. But I'll still be talking about it. So I'll see you after this little musical. Musical. What's the word I'm looking for? Like, what do they call it in plays? Intermission. Musical intermission. So see you in about like 25 seconds. Alright, everybody, welcome back to the Press Start Podcast. So, in this second segment, it's probably been pretty short. I can't talk today, I swear. I just can't talk. Miyamoto, I butchered Iwata's name. I just can't talk today. Jesus Christ. It's gonna be a short segment. I don't know how much I'm going to be able to talk about all this, but I gotta do something. So if you have any ideas for stuff to talk about in this segment, let me know, because it would be helpful. But anyways, I'm just gonna talk about what I've been playing, and I mentioned before the break, I've been having a tough time to getting into any game really, or I guess sticking to a single game since Batman, because I think it's really hard to, just because how great Batman Arkham Knight was. It's kind of hard to find another game as good as that can really get its hooks in you. But yeah, so I guess kind of the main one is I'm trying to finish up Persona 4 Golden. It's not like I don't enjoy the game, it's just it's not really the kind of game I want right now, but I'm still trying to just pick through it. I did beat the final boss, like the true final boss, a few days ago, but there's still more after the game. So I don't know how much longer I have of it. I think I probably only have like a few more hours. I've already sunk in, I'm gonna look. I got my Vita right here, so I've already sunk in a crap ton into this game. Crap ton of hours. But yeah, I'm still enjoying it. It's one of my favorite games I've played this year. And I'm super pumped for Persona 5. So yeah, I'm just gonna check. I won't tell you how many hours I have into this game, because it's quite a bit. I think it might be the most. It's very close to The Witcher 3 for most hours I put into a game this year. 64 hours. So I'm sure I'm gonna have to probably around like 70 hours into that game, depending on how much left of the end game after the boss segment. But yeah. So other than that, I have been playing Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag on Xbox One. It was free, so I decided to pick it up and start playing it, just to give it another shot, since if you guys aren't aware, like, it's one of my least favorite Assassin's Creed games. I have a Let's Play that I've done of it that I didn't complete, and I was probably like half an hour away from being in the game. But I just got so fed up with the damn naval combat in that game. I probably went on like multiple rants in that yeah, I think the last like 5 parts is like filled with 2 of my biggest rants ever. Like, I'm giving it another try. I'm like, oh, it's probably gonna look better, and it does. It looks better than Xbox 360 version. But yeah, I don't mind it. I haven't done much naval stuff. I'm still really early on in the game, and I've just been basically collecting collectibles. Like I 100%ed the whole first town you go to, which I usually don't do, and now I'm trying to 100% Nassau. I don't know. It's just something I'm playing right now just to keep my mind off of things. I don't know how much more I'll play of it, but I mean, it's okay. I'm just trying to see if it's better than what I currently think of it. So other than that, I have been playing NBA 2K15. Yeah, I'm not gonna really bore you guys, but I play the game on and off for a year, basically, until the next one comes out. I mean, it's a game it's always in my order of like games I'm playing. And like I basically I only play like my player stuff in sports games because that's just my favorite thing about it. And I'm pretty much I think I'm like one of my players that I'm playing as is almost I think the playoffs start the next game, so. And I've never actually I've never played a playoff game in a my player NBA 2K career. If that made any sense what I just said. Because I usually like move on to another character or something, or the newest game, like the next 2K game comes out, and I just move on. But I actually got to the playoffs for once this year, so I'm gonna see what it's like. And then I think there's only like one other game I'm actually playing, and it's Super Mario 64. I picked it up on the eShop for Wii U, just because, you know, like Iwata passed away, so I'm like, you know, I'm gonna play a Nintendo game. I'm kind of in a mood for a Nintendo game, and I think I tried playing Link to the Past. I think I think it was last week, but I had been playing that a little bit, but I just wasn't in the mood for that game. That game's fantastic. It's probably the best game ever made, but I just wasn't in the mood for it. So I thought, why not? I'm gonna give Super Mario 64 a chance, since I've never beaten a Mario game, and I've literally only played like 2 Mario games. The farthest I've gotten into a Mario game is Sunshine, and that was like 6-7 hours. So I'm trying to give Super Mario 64 a shot, and I think I played like 2-3 hours of it a few days ago. And I got through basically everything I did in my Let's Play way back in the day. And I don't know, I still don't know what to think of that game. I'm gonna probably give it another few sessions of playing it, just because I just repeated what I've already played, and that's usually, I mean, it's kind of boring anyways, but I'm trying to give it a shot, since it is a legendary game and series. But yeah, that's pretty much all I've been playing. Not really playing anything on PS4. I did try to get into Bloodborne, but I just decided not to, since I'm doing a Let's Play of that. But yeah, I mean, there's not much coming out. I was very tempted to pick up Godzilla and God of War 3 Remastered, but Godzilla sucks, so I didn't get that. And I managed to just stop myself from buying God of War 3, just because I've already like watched multiple Let's Plays of a game, even though I've never played it. I just decided I'm gonna save myself $40 and wait until it's on sale or something. So yeah, so nothing's really coming out right now. I'm hoping I find something that gets my attention. Oh yeah, Mass Effect 2. I've also started up. I did not get far into that. I don't think I'm really in the mood for that game, so I'll probably come back later and jump back into it. But yeah, I mean, there's some indie titles that are coming out the next few weeks for PlayStation. They're like PlayStation Hot Summer deals or whatever it's called. And the last one that comes out is Everyone's Gone to the Rapture, which is one of those like first-person exploration games that I've been excited for. So I'll be playing that in like a month, but maybe I'll take a chance on one of the other titles. I think Journey comes out, I think next week or something. I won't be getting that, but there's 2 other ones that could be cool. Yeah, I mean, if you guys have any suggestions for what I could play, feel free to let me know. But yeah, I'll find something. I've just been basically catching up on anime shows, and in the meantime, since I'm not playing really anything, it usually balances out. I mean, I typically go through a mood like this where I can't find anything to play for like a week or 2, and then I can't stop playing a game, and I just switch off watching a whole bunch of shows, and then switching back to playing a whole bunch of games. So yeah, I'm fine. But I'll wrap up the Press Start podcast. A shorter episode than last week's was way too long, way longer than it ever should have been. But I'm glad this one was only like half an hour long. But next week, hopefully there's no sad news of somebody passing away. But hopefully there's some news. And hopefully have a better second segment, but this is all I could come up with, because I'm kind of tired. Oh yeah, in 2 weeks, the week after the next show, I'm going to be on vacation, but I should be back in time to record that week, because I'm only going to be gone Sunday through Thursday. I think I come back. So yeah, I should be. You guys shouldn't miss a week, unless I don't feel like recording the week I'm on vacation. So yeah. But I'm briefly, you guys watching the Press Start podcast. I want to thank you for watching, and I'll see you next week. I slowed my voice down towards the end. I don't know why. Now I'm just being dumb. Okay. I like to ramble towards the end of videos, so this is what I'm doing. I'm just gonna ramble. Ramble. I just sound like an insane person, don't I? Yeah. See you next week, everybody. Press Start podcast. Boom, 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 boom. That's a terrible sound effect. Okay, see ya.